if we went down the route that was the easy route, I say this, and I'm sure Eve and Gareth, Gareth wouldn't agree because he's dead. But even, we talked about it afterwards. We would just become a boring show like every other that would have characters repeating and repeating all the time, and they have to change things to make a drama different. And as hard as it was, as upset as we all were, the scene after that Eve and I did when he was dead and I'm laying there dead, and Gwen doesn't know, and she knows I'll be okay. She pulls back the sheets. I'm lying there. I put Yanto in number 11. I asked the director to put Gareth his Yanto's body in number 11, which was my birthday, and I was in number 13, which was my mother's birthday. So that there was some relevance. And it made it even more heart-wrenching, when we both saw the dead body. But the great thing was when Eve pulled away my sheet, I had like a little mustache on. And I was lying there laughing and just going, "Ooh." So even in those moments where it was extremely sad, we still were able to enjoy ourselves. But the characters, I think, had reached a point where there was no further... it would have just been like sitting at home having tea, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, we all hated the fact that he died, really, so yeah.
You ain't drinking tea in my mind.
Yes?
Well, there's been a lot of development in your characters on Torchwood. What were your favorite episodes, your own personal favorite episodes?
Countryside.
Countryside was horrific. It was horrific in the fact that we were in the middle of nowhere. I hated it.
We were in the most beautiful...
So cold!
It was the most beautiful countryside. It's absolutely glorious. It's where I grew up, funnily enough, with cannibals. And it's beautiful, and everybody's kind of overwhelmed by how gorgeous it is, and you turn around and John Barrowman is sitting there with his collars up with the magazine going, "Shit this! Jesus! Get me out of here!"
It's raining and my hair is falling. Get me out now.
Yeah, Countryside was incredible. We got to leave the hub. We got to see Yanto in civvies. He got out of his suit, which was nice. But it was brilliant. The script was brilliant because we're all sickos. We love horror.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, so it was nice to do something like that. But on the other side, we had a really good time socially, didn't we?
Oh my God, that hotel will never be the same. No, Bert, you hit your head on the bell.
Yeah, I actually got married in the hotel, which was a couple of years later, and they moved the bell up to 3 foot because of me. We had a couple of drinks,
and all of a sudden we hear, dong! And then Eve just looks at me and goes, "Gareth."
and then collapsed onto the sofa. It was that loud, everyone in the hotel started getting up and leaving because they thought it was time at the bar.
The best bit I love remembering is that that evening, one of the evenings when we'd all been, I think we were dancing in my room at one point and everybody else went to bed, and I couldn't sleep by myself because I thought the place was haunted. And all of a sudden I knock on the door and it's Eve opens the door and she goes, "I was expecting you," and she's standing in a tube top with a G-string on, and I'm wearing my Transformer pajamas. And she went, "Come on in, love, Kutch, have a sleep." And we both went to bed and slept together and cuddled the whole night. But the best bit was the following evening. I wake up, no Eve.
Don't do it!
Where's Eve? Apparently this couple were getting married. They came outside and they're going, "Happy wedding," and it's like 7 o'clock in the morning, bride and the groom. And then here comes Eve, because they were still in the bar. Eve comes walking out, she's, just disheveled and a little tipsy, shoes in her hand, she goes, "Excuse me, I'm just going to bed." In front of the wedding party.
I actually said to them, "How awful is this? It's never too late." drunk, looking like I'd just been attacked by the cannibal. You can change your minds.
And then Gareth saying to me, I'm saying, Gareth, what? And the evening before, I'm like, Gareth, I gotta wee. And I just do it in the fountain. So I'm standing in the fountain going, and then he goes, CCTV, and I'm like,
and you know what? It wasn't a fountain, it was a wishing well.
Well, somebody got their wish.
That was the same hotel that Byrne tried to steal the bath from the Bible scene. Yeah, he denied it for ages, and then we discovered recently that he actually did try and steal the bath.
Like a roll-top steel bath.
Yeah, a freestanding bath.
Bolted to the floor.
But he never screwed the bolts.
I know.
How the fuck was he going to get it out of it?
I don't know, but my solution was brilliant.
Well, John just got his checkbook out. As soon as the manager came down, she said, oh, Mr. Gulmer, we need to have a chat. And straight away he took his back out. He was like, what's the matter? I've done nothing. She's like,
oh, you try to say I stole a bathtub? You say I stole it? John, because I stole a backpack.
Oh yeah, I'm going to bring my backpack. And John was just sitting there with his checkbook.
How much is this going to cost? I'll write the check.
So yeah, Countryside was good.
Yes.
Hello again, John.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm fabulous. How about yourself?
Awesome.
This is actually for all of you guys. What was it like working with the evil genius that is Stephen Moffat?
I haven't.
He directed.
They're all still here, John.
I know.
Brilliant!
Awesome.
Outstanding!
He directed.
He didn't direct,
He didn't
wrote.
direct. Steve, he didn't direct.
Directed.
What? Yeah, no, that was Doctor Who. The Doctor. Wait. No, let's not get down on somebody. But Stephen didn't direct any of any Torchwood. They were all different directors, but he might have contributed into some of the episodes in writing them. And I was the one as the Eve who had the most experience working with Stephen when we did Doctor Who, when you were in the episode about the Gelf.
Yeah.
And also myself, because Stephen was a huge part of the creation with Russell of Captain Jack Harkness. So, you know. And he did write the Doctor dances and the first episode that Jack appeared in. So yeah, but he's an awesome writer. Stephen has got a brain like Russell, just one of those that clicks, and you put the page down and you look at it and you go, what are you on that you thought of this? And it's amazing. So it's really good.
So I wasn't wrong.
No, you weren't wrong.
No, you weren't. Thank you for your question.
Yes.
Catherine actually stole my question about what it was like to kiss Gareth. And any footage that any of you guys have from the set, we get very grateful fans because we all want more of the show. And so if there's any bloopers or anything, we would love to see it.
You want more of Torchwood?
Yes.
You all scream and scream. I don't know why you don't petition, because the more you petition and the more you get online and bombard bbc.co.uk, in particular Danny Cohen and Ben Stevenson, you bombard them with emails and something might just possibly happen.
We need a series 5.
We love it. You know, and some people might get up, you know, because we've said them, you know, if you do bombard them, fantastic. But the fact of the matter is that, you know, if they get upset about it, then get upset, because we love the show and we would want something back of the show. We know that we are with you fans all the time at conventions. We see how many people want it back and hear about it all the time, and we think it's a big mistake them not doing another series. That's from the heart. Done. Travel back in time and bring him back so I can kiss him.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you do write a few emails as a footnote, maybe.
Sarah Jones.
Bring Andrew Jack. Bring it back. Andrew Jones.
I was wondering. Oh, sorry.
Nice stopwatch, by the way.
Thank you. There's a lot of things you can
That's
do.
a big one.
I was wondering, I know that a recent convention that there was an incident with a unit cap, and I was wondering if you could tell the story of the incident with the unit cap.
Oh, what's wrong?
The unit cap.
You, a fan let Gareth borrow a unit cap, and there was some kissing involved.
See, these things that are talked about on the internet,
I got video of it.
you got video of it? See it.
If someone could get on Twitter and just search, I think it was Germany. I think
Somebody give a $100 to shut up.
Did we?
Yeah, I remember one convention, there was a hat involved.
We did
I cut your balls. It was
Captain Balls?
I cut your balls.
Oh, that was right. So the answer is yes. Yes.
Hello, I have a question for all of you.
I'm sorry, you know what I love about us? There's just no walls or barriers. It's like when we haven't seen each other for quite a long time, and then all of a sudden when we get back together, that shows the great time that we had working with each other.
Get your balls out, John.
Yeah. It's like family coming back together. Yes.
I have an irrational fear of John Travolta, and I wanted to know if you guys have.
Adenza Bizel. Adele Bazine. Do you know I got flack for that on Twitter because I made fun of it? They're like, he's really dyslexic. I said, really? He should learn his goddamn lines. Like, how can you not know who Idina Menzel is? Sorry, and kudos to her, after he ballsed her name up, she sang the shit out of that song. Good on you, Adele Bazine!
Do you guys have any irrational fears?
John Barrowman.
John Barrowman's balls.
Myself. We're not really afraid of anything, are we? No. Eve?
I'm afraid of my breasts exploding in front of 2,000 people this afternoon. That's pretty much what
Do you want to pump them in front of everybody? I'm sure there's some lesbians out there that would love to see it. Yeah, you have the pump? Great, thank you for your question. Yes.
Alright, so,
You know, we're going to get really drunk tonight, Eve. You know that?
I'm gonna get you so drunk, I'm gonna slash you in the face.
I'm going to slash you in the face! Yes.
Gun culture and knowledge.
Peace.
Live long and prosper. Knowledge in the UK is much different and more reserved than that of the US, and it's kind of evident in a few episodes of the first season that where you point the guns and stuff aren't exactly on key. Was it difficult to learn gun safety and instruction? And did you have someone on set telling you, oh, you can't point your gun there, you're going to shoot yourself in the head? Or was that...
Well, first of all, the guns are dummy guns.
Well, I know that, but I mean, when someone's watching it going, okay, you can't really like point a gun like that because that's not safe. Did you have someone on set, you know...
We did gun training. I did heavy gun training. I know Gareth did gun training. Eve, you did.
I was just brought up in a very rough area. The bazooka was a bitch.
In Splot. No, we were, and then there was always someone. There was a weapon advisor on set, an arms person, and they were looking after us to make sure we were never allowed to point the gun directly down the lens because it's just not allowed. You have to kind of point it to the side or a little above. I do remember the first time that I had the gun, and I came out. It was in Torchwood, and I came out, and they were rolling, and I rehearsed the scene, I did the first rehearsal, and I came out, and they said, you're going to shoot 1, 2, 3, so I came out, and I went, pew, 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 And then they said, okay, do another rehearsal. And I came out and I went, pew, pew, pew. And then they said, okay, we're going to take a shot this time. We're going to roll. And they went rolling, and I came out and I went, pew, pew, pew. And the director said, John, come on over here. And I went, yeah, what's up? Was it good? Was it good? He said, yeah, just watch it. And I watched myself walk out on film, go, pew, pew, pew. And he said, you do know we will put the noises in later. Remember Eve, when we were doing the sequence where Jack was teaching her how to shoot the gun, you got really frightened by it at one point. It's a very, I know that it's a very different thing over here with guns and everything, and in the UK they're illegal, we're not allowed to have them. And for those of us, when we are shooting them,